G'day guys, Dylan from the Beta Network here. In today's video, we are going to take a look at a very interesting pirate game. And no, it's not Sea of Thieves. So why don't you climb aboard this galleon while we help you answer the question, should you play King of Seas? Now, yes, we all know that King of Seas sounds eerily close to Sea of Thieves, but believe me, they are not the same game. King of Seas is a top-down pirate game where you play as a captain of a ship. To begin with, you are first given a little intro into the story and how the game works. You then have to pick your character, either Mary Lou or Lucky, both of which happen to be the King of the Seas' children. You start the game by becoming captain of your very own ship for the first time, and then have to complete a little delivery quest. Now, I have to admit, during this part of the game, every character you meet looks suspicious, almost like they have an ulterior motive. And in hindsight, this was extremely well done because I was right. When you return, you find out that your father has been killed and you're the one they believe committed the murder. They then proceed to sink your ship and leave you to die, only for a well-meaning pirate to come along and save you. This is where the game really begins. The story all of a sudden becomes quite intriguing and mysterious as you're sent from pillar to post to try and clear your name, all while being hunted for taking your father's life. I must say though, the visuals in this title are extremely good. The art style works perfectly with the kind of game it is, and the attention to detail is fantastic. The water looks stunning, the ports look nice and are well designed, and the weather changes are just brilliant. For a game that has gone for a simplistic approach, they have done a great job here. If you have been enjoying this video, why not hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. The gameplay in King of Seas is relatively simplistic as well. You have 3 different speeds depending on how many sails are unfurled, and can aim all the weapons and attacks with the controller's shoulder buttons. Initially, the overall formula is fine, until you get further into the game and run into a couple of, let's say, interesting aspects. Firstly, you'll realise that it's very easy to run into rocks or other ships that just happen to get in your way, especially when travelling at higher speeds. This is a little annoying, but not too game-breaking. Secondly, you very quickly realise that 90% of this game is just you sailing around from point A to point B. The side quests fall into 3 different categories. Whether you are escorting a governor, delivering medicine, or trying to destroy armory ships, each one has you scaling the sea for your objective. This means that you'll spend about 10% of your time actually completing quests and fighting, as opposed to the other 90% of the time navigating around King of Seas' map. Plus, even when partaking in a main quest, it's all the same thing, meaning that this game becomes very tedious very quickly. On a more positive note, however, this game is not just all about arduous navigating. There are also a couple of awesome aspects that are worth mentioning as well. At one point in King of Seas, you'll be able to own 5 ships. Now, you are only able to use one ship at a time, but being able to go from a sloop to a flute for its cargo space, and then change to a galleon for its size and firepower, allows you to tactically analyse and choose the best ship for the job. What is also fantastic is that when you go back to your earlier ships, they'll keep their custom modifications. These adjustments for your ships are great, with each modification either improving your attack or defense, or even changing what cannons or ammo you can use. They all work to make your own unique ship become the most feared vessel of the high seas. Now, you can buy modifications from various ports, but honestly, there is no need. Modifications are awarded in spades for completing quests and destroying other ships, meaning you will be inundated with parts pretty quickly, and will most likely sell some for a decent amount of gold. So, should you play King of Seas? Well, that depends. If you enjoy top-down games, then I'd say give it a go. The visuals are great, there is plenty of loot to get, and the story is surprisingly intriguing and mysterious. However, just be warned. you'll most likely find yourself spending the majority of your playtime navigating your way around, instead of actually completing quests and furthering the story. With all that being said, what do you think of King of Seas? Do you agree with this review? Did you find traversing the world a little too tiresome? Let us know in the comments below. Plus, if you haven't already, head over to our website, thebetanetwork.net, for more gaming news and reviews.